Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Up, where I teach you to make a cool painting in about an hour. And I get a little drunk doing it. My name's Joel, and today we're painting this right here. It's called Foxy. This one's a cool one. It's got that nice rustic background with the oranges and the kind of the blues on there. Nice little painting. So that's what we're going to do today. Before I get started, I want to encourage you to search Paint the Edge Off. That would be great for me. Great for my self-confidence. If you could search Paint the Edge Off. I'm on all the social medias and stuff. I have links up here. If you want to donate money, that's cool too, because I don't make any money. Also, like I do with all my classes, I'm going to give away a free giveaway painting like I do with all my classes. All I got to do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a free painting. I also have shot glasses for sale. Okay, they say Paint the Edge Off. Pretty cool. It's not a good photo. You can't see it really. But I promise it says it on there. Not a very good salesman for these, but anyway, like $5 or something plus shipping. Okay, what you're gonna need for this painting today is you'll need a canvas of some sort. I'm using a 16 by 20 canvas, but you can use whatever canvas you want, whatever size. That's what I'm using. If you use a smaller one, you just have to do a little bit different measurements than what I'm saying, but you can use whatever size. I've got paper towels. I've got a water cup. Okay, you need water to mix with your paint. This is acrylic paint, so you need water for those. Blow dryer helps me dry my painting, get through these layers really fast. And then I also have some paper plates that I use for my palette. Anything that you use for palette works, honestly. Paper plates, just easy and cheap. I've also got some tools here. I've got whiskey. Okay, whiskey's good. I've also got a pencil. I have a Sharpie. I've got a little kneaded eraser, some kind of eraser. Kneaded eraser I like, but you can use whatever you want. I've got a couple pieces of chalk. That's just regular sidewalk chalk, some blue and some orange chalk. I've also got 4 brushes. I've got my big flat brush. I've got my medium flat brush. I've got my medium round brush. And I've got my little baby round brush. Okay, so those are my 4 brushes. I'm going to take those, put them bristle down in the water cup. And paint colors, I've got white. I've got black. I've got bright red. I've got a phthalo blue. I've got a light yellow. I also have this orange yellow. If you have any kind of orange paint, will work, just some kind of orange. Or you can just mix up yellow and red, but I've also got raw sienna and burnt umber. So, that being said, okay, we did it. That's everything you'll need for this. Cheers. Okay. So, let's get my shot counter up and running here. Okay. So, yeah, so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna start by drawing. So everybody take your pencil, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by just kind of giving you some basic measurements here. Your main torso of your body is gonna go kind of right through the middle. It's set a little to the left because we want some room for the tail, and the nose kind of pokes out. So I just set a little left of center. Okay. Let's see. Let's just start at the top here. So at the top, it's about a hand's width, about 4 or 5 fingers for me, about a hand's width down. So, it's a good little, I don't know, like a 1/5 of the canvas or so. So it's probably about 5 inches or so on my canvas. I'm using it's 20 inches tall. Make a little line across there, okay? About the middle, maybe a little to the left of middle, but about the middle, basically. Actually, I just go right to the middle. And that's just a little, about the same width. About 5 inches wide, probably is good. Okay, now, over here to the side, this is about 4 fingers wide. So, it's probably 4 inches or so. I think my fingers are about an inch, maybe an inch. I don't know, it's a rough guesstimate. But basically, somewhere down here, you want to kind of make a line that goes from this corner, the top of the head, the back of the head, to this corner here that's going to be the back, its back. Bring that down. Okay? Then we'll have a big, kind of a big angle coming out there. Kind of like not a 45-degree angle. A little more up and down than that. And then a line kind of going, dipping back in. Okay, there's the back. All right. Let's see. Let's do the head. So let's bring this down a little bit. Let's bring that down. And let's bring this nose should end. Give yourself a little space between the end. Don't get it too close to the edge. That's going to come to a really small point. It's going to get real wide, okay? It's going to get real wide. Okay, there's that. Okay, so let's just bring that down a little bit. Okay, now there's going to be a line right here. I've already kind of drawn some of this in a little bit. Maybe I'll move that down a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit more foxy. Okay, let's put another line. This line right here should be kind of lined up from where this corner is. Maybe a little bit to the right of that, but make a little line there. Don't go down very far, and then make another little notch out. Draw that down. So far we've got this, right? Pretty cool. Okay, tail's going to become up pretty big, so let's kind of have that come up here. It's going to go off the side a little bit. Okay, so I'm just kind of making a line that goes off the edge here at the corner, and maybe make it more like that. Yeah, that's better. I have kind of one big point that it comes up to, and goes down and runs into the body. That's going to be its tail. Okay, now I think the main thing here is drawing where, so let's draw a line straight through the middle. Straight through the middle of that nose, okay? And once you get about to the back of the head or the middle of the head, I'm going to make a little line that kind of comes down like so. And down. Okay, that's kind of the start. And this is going to come in a little bit, but let's get yourself just a little tiny inch maybe between this line and there. I'm going to draw another line that goes straight down. And then that line is going to basically just follow your outside line, okay? But I gave yourself a little bit of space there because this is going to be its leg here. Jake affiliated. I could have been affiliated, but I didn't really want to. I don't know. I feel like then there's all this red tape. You got to do all this. I don't know. I'm honestly just lazy, I guess. I don't know. Okay, and then that. And then straight down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take my pencil and erase this. I want it to come down a little further back. Bam, ba-dum, stand up. Let's draw a little line here, kind of mirroring, perpendicular to this line. And then boom. Boom, boom. Some bits. What does that mean? You're going to send me some bits? Bitcoins? Okay, there's that, and let's just draw a couple lines here. That's going to be that leg. Lastly, let's put the ears in. It's kind of right in the middle, right in front of the back of the head there. Let's draw a line that goes up. And boom, big triangle, right? You don't want to go too far down past the head, then you want to start making, just kind of make a diamond, upside down diamond, kind of. Oh, well, I have Venmo and Cash App in my scrolling links there. I have my Venmo and Cash App if you want to give me monies, so. Alright, there we go. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but that's how I do it, but. Okay, there's that here. Okay, we did it. We drew some stuff in. Okay, let's take some shots and we'll start painting. So we got the boring part out of the way. Drawing our canvas in. Okay, got that. Take a cheers. Take a little cheers. Okay. Oh, cheers, Reefus. J. Beefus. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna paint the background and then we'll do the trivia question. So, yeah, Jake, if you want to help me out, I really appreciate you, man. You seem awesome. Have I sent you a painting yet? Have you gotten a painting yet? I feel like you won one, didn't you? Or did I make that up? If you want to donate money, I have scrolling stuff at the bottom there, Venmos and Cash Apps and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get black and white. Let's go ahead and get a lot, because we're going to fill up a decent amount of space. And we also want to, I'm going to grab a little bit of my raw sienna and my burnt umber, and I'm going to add this little browns in the gray, give it kind of that rustic look a little bit. But you can use whatever color you want. If you want to put a different kind of color in the back with the grays, go for it. Or if you just want to just do gray, do it. Okay, take your big brush out of your water cup, okay? Alright, tap it off. Get a little tap, tap, tap-a. Start by stirring your brush in with your white paint. Get a little bit of black. All right, so we got a kind of light gray there. What we want to do is we want to mix up a lot of this paint. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to really fill in this outside with a lot of thick paint. And we're going to kind of make some brush strokes. I'm going to do kind of this angular kind of short brush stroke like this, right? I'm going to do that for this whole thing, and then I'm going to go back and add whites and blacks and browns in there and kind of, while it's still wet, try to blend those in, okay? That's what I'm going for. Chunks. Got some chunks. I'm drinking whiskey. He was drinking wine. Alright, now around the head, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make some solid lines there. Fill this in. Now, if you got to do part by part, I'm going to try to go really fast, okay? So, if you don't want to rush yours, I encourage you not to rush yours. Pause, you know, do section by section. You might skip ahead to where I'm mixing the colors in if you want to do a little part at a time, and then just kind of repeat that over and over. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this whole thing in really fast, lots of thick paint. So I'm going to try to get this done fast. Okay, we're fast. Ooh, I'm fast. That sweet humidity. I would go all the way up to your line, if not over your line. It's safer to go over the line than leave like some empty space between the line, because we're gonna layer this up, okay? So don't worry too much about all that, okay? Got some little chunky butts in my paint. Chunky butts. Oh boy, don't forget this little spot down here. Easy to forget. Don't forget it. Ah, stupid spot, get it. So yeah, that's your first step. Then your second step is talk about how great your painting is, okay? Step 1, paint. Step 2, brag, okay? Boast. Tell everybody why your painting's so good. Say, oh, it's because, make up a sob story about you and foxes, or some parallel of why this fox is important or something, and that'll get you tons of people saying your painting's good. Okay, so alright, got it. Okay, now before it dries, let's take a little bit of black, a little bit of white. I'm gonna start with black. I want you to start going wow, 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 wow. No real particular order. I just want to jazz up the back, just kind of jazzing it up. Shit, that's a lot. That was gonna not mix very well. Maybe we'll put a little bit up here. Here's my technique. I take my paint and I do this. Okay, we're just adding some texture, some color. Don't overthink it. Alright, let's take some white, dip my brush in some white. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll take white and kind of put in the areas that I don't see a lot of black. Like lighter and darker sections, you know? Oh yeah, oh F yeah. Oh F, oh F. Nice, there we go. Okay, let's put a little bit here. Alright, oh, there we go. In here might be a little exciting. Let's do that. So I'm painting over some of my drawing. That's okay. Don't worry about that, okay? Stop worrying about it. Okay, there's some white. We'll put that in there. Have a little white here. And then before it dries, you know, and this is again why I would suggest do a little bit at a time. Don't try to rush it like I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to take my gray. Here's my big old fat pile of gray. Let's take some brown. Mix some of that in there. Oh, now we got a little bit of that browny color. Oh, just a little bit. Just a little bit of that goes a long way. It kind of just really adds a little bit of color to the background. That's very colorless right now. Quite colorless. Alright, we're gonna put some down there, maybe some over here. Just kind of fling it around, okay? Here we go, we flung some paint around, that's good. I want to hit a little bit more white. Okay, look, we did it. We did a background. Okay, let's paint our side edges. Go down. Okay, so there we go. So that's your background, you know, basically gray. And then while it's still wet, you know, fill in a section gray with some wet paint. You could just take black, white, brown, throw them in there, and it'd be a lot more brighter colors, a lot more crazy background, a little more, it might be a little bit more distracting from the front, but if you want to make a really crazy, awesome, exciting painting, you could do that. Just let your colors mix on the canvas, and that's your background. But what I did is I just kind of started by making a big solid layer of gray paint, and then I took my other colors and kind of, you know, flung those around in the paint to make them kind of mix in, give it a little different colors in the background. Okay, well, I think I've talked plenty about the background. I kind of got to move fast through it, you know, that's why I kind of move a little quick through it. Okay, let's take a shot, all right? So we'll blow dry this. We got the drawing in, got the background, and got the boring stuff in. Let's take a shot. Well, cheers, everybody. Okay. Okay, so blow drying the painting. Let's get my shot counter. That's shot number 3. Or in Swedish, 3. I don't know anything. That's probably not even right. Okay, today's trivia question is, what is the meaning of life? Okay? Today's trivia question is, what is the meaning of life? Is it A, inner peace, B, smoke weed every day, C, to be correct in internet fights, D, I don't know what I'm talking about, E, happiness, F, Bitcoin, G, what even is life, bruh? Or H, to look hot. Okay, so that's your trivia question for today. Alright, don't look it up, alright? Don't look it up, just give it a guess, alright? I know the answer. I'll tell you at the end, okay, if you want to win a free painting. Just guess, and I'll send you a free painting, alright? That's how that works. So, yeah. That's your trivia question for today. What's the meaning of life? And what is the meaning of life? Make paintings all the time? To paint? Maybe? I don't want to spoil the answer. By the way, today is October 5th. It is National World Teachers Day, National Walk to School Day, National Pumpkin Seed Day, National Coffee with a Cop Day, National Apple Betty Day, National Do Something Nice Day, National Get Funky Day, and National Rhode Island Day. 8 things. It's 8 different national days today. I'm serious, too. Look that up. Why is there so many things every day? Clearly you just pay an amount of money and you get on this list because it's way too many for one day. National Walk to School Day? Go fuck yourself. Like, I hated walking to school. Why would I walked to school enough just when I missed the bus or no one was around to drive me to school. Fuck National. Oh, walk to school. National Walk to School Day. Hey, I'm National Walk to School Day. So stupid. It's also National Pumpkin Seed Day. Alright. I will say I do like pumpkin seeds, like when they're cooked, baked and stuff. You guys ever had pumpkin seeds? Like salted cooked pumpkin seeds? Pretty good. Just like, it's like eating nuts, really. I guess it is a nut? Is it a nut? No, it's not a nut, it's a seed. What's just between a seed and a nut? Because a nut, is it a seed? Like if you plant a peanut, isn't that the seed for a peanut tree? What if you plant a walnut? Is that a seed for a walnut tree? There's a difference between a nut and a seed, everybody. Hey, watch Paint the Edge off and see how fucking stupid I am every week. I don't know what the difference is. Pumpkin seeds... Okay, so it's not that crazy to say pumpkin seeds are like eating nuts. Similar. But maybe not the same thing. I don't know. Okay, that's gotta be dry. That's some really thick paint, so I had to dry for a minute. It's also the first layer to dry, so it takes a little longer. National Get Coffee with a Cop Day. Who's gonna do that? Alright, okay, let's take our big brush, let's wash it out. Okay, take it, swish it back and forth in there. Really wash it out. And we're gonna get some white paint. And we're gonna do a little bit more, one more layer of just kind of this color. The first layer is always kind of just blocking in the big colors. Not the most exciting part, honestly. If I'm being honest. Let's get some white paint here. Not on tight. Okay, let's get some white paint. We'll go ahead and just paint. Basically, we're gonna redraw kind of our fox. All right, so let's say like right here. We're gonna kind of redraw that, okay? So what we want to do is now we're just kind of painting in, blocking in the big sections where maybe our background went a little over, went a little into our fox head, and we just want to paint, get that nice and solid so we can paint it orange. We don't see a bunch of colors from the background. It looks like maybe that's where I was drawing it earlier, and then maybe this, and then maybe something like that. Yeah, that looks right-ish. Looks pretty right. Okay, then we got like this. Then we got like that. Right? Yeah, that looks good. That looks right. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, let's do that. Boom. F you, tail. F you, background. It's also good to yell at your painting and curse your painting as you go. No, don't do that. Don't fight your painting. The painting, you don't want to make... damn it. Whatever. Okay, oh, hey, Philip. What are you doing? What are you doing, Philip? Come here. Hey, Philip. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, well... What are you doing, Philip? Give my cat's eye out next Tuesday. Yep, Philip, you're getting your eye. He's getting his eye removed and he's getting neutered. So he's getting 3 balls taken out. He's got his 2 balls and his eyeball. Yeah, come here, buddy. Come here. Come on up here. You want to see my cat? Oh, look at him. Ow. Careful. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Yep. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Come here, Philip. Philip? What are you doing? Okay, Philip, come here. Come here. Come here, Philip. Come here, Philip. Oh, sorry, I didn't pick you up well. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Good kitty. Ow. Ow. Okay, well, alright, well, I love you, but you got your claws You scratched me too much. Come here. He's a good kitty. He's sweet. Philip, are you sweet kitty? He's sweet. Yeah, okay. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna blow dry again, take another shot, and then we'll keep painting. Okay, trivia question. Anybody wants to win a trivia painting? Today's trivia question is, what is the meaning of life? Alright, you got inner peace? Or is it about being right in internet fights? You know, it's not road rage, but I almost put that one in there, like, or is it more important to honk at people and be mad on the highway? What else? Is the meaning of life to watch every episode of the Kardashians and know exactly what's going on with them? Oh. That was a big one. Yeah. So cheers, everybody. My cat scratched my arm. Right here. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, today's national... 8 different things. National Get Coffee with the Cop Day, Walk to School Day, Teacher Day, Pumpkin Seed Day. Oh, it's actually National Apple Betty Day. Apple Betty Day. Now, if you don't know who Apple Betty is, okay, she's basically the female Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed went around and planted apple seeds to grow apple trees. Apple Betty planted these Apple Betty desserts in the ground all over the place, and eventually it's a pretty interesting story. Her and Johnny Appleseed actually had kind of a fight, kind of had a big duel, you know. His thing was, you don't need to plant desserts in the ground, it's not helping anything. And she said, this is how you get Apple Betty trees. And she already named her dessert Apple Betty after herself. And he said, no, it's literally doing nothing. That's insane. And she said, well, at least, you know, the worms are really well fed when I plant these. And he said, well, yeah, that's true. And she said, how dare you gaslight me? And then they fought. They had a fight to the death. And Johnny Appleseed won, and that's why he's the one remembered. But, man, you know, if she got him in that fight, we'd all be talking about Apple Betty more than Johnny Appleseed. So that's just a little trivia for you, a little history for you, okay? All right, let's take some red and yellow, and maybe, and then if you've got any kind of orange color, you know, if you've got a orange, I've got a yellow-orange paint. I'm just going to get this. It's just going to save you time. You could do it with either color, but let's go ahead and take our big brush, make sure we get it real nice and washed out. All right, let's mix ourselves up a nice orange, okay? So I'm going to take yellow and red, mix them together, okay? Get an orange color that you like. It can be a little bit more red or yellow. It really doesn't matter. This is your painting. This is your orange fox. Maybe you want to make your fox green. Go for it. Don't bother me none. Now, the orange does go really well, though, with the bluish color. That's kind of what makes this painting pop. I would recommend orange, but once you get your orange color in there, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to go, the ears are going to be, the inside of the ears are going to be this kind of bluish color. So I'm going to try to stay out of those, but I'm going to try to go all the way up to that edge. Okay, but let's go ahead and take this, and now what I want to do here, lay your brush down, kind of pull it through flat. Use your small flat brush if you want. But go ahead and kind of outline the ears, okay? Just want to give it a nice outline. Okay? Same thing here. Let's just fill this one in. Everything else, we'll fill in. Now, we're not going to fill in this middle part. That's also going to be a blue part. Oh, shit. You know what we should do, though, is we should also draw in some little lines like so. This is going to be blue. Right? Same spot, same height. We'll do that there. And then we'll also do this. Okay, so we know this is going to be our blue areas. Let's stay out of the blue areas, okay? Let's go ahead and take our orange and start filling that in. Let's see, what else this week? You know, everybody on Facebook likes to do their little PSAs about their political movements and all the important things in life. And I want to make a PSA about stopping making PSAs because, you know, it's one thing if it's all important stuff, but then you make a post about... I just think... Okay, so I'm just going to talk about this because I don't care. And this is from a friend who posted this, and I love her. She's great. But I give, you know, I honestly, when I read it, I didn't know if it was a joke or not. But the whole post was about how... Well, I think what was funny to me is there's a lady holding a sign that says, offer more non-alcoholic options, right? And she's holding a sign like it says, you know, bring the troops home or something important. Hey, little Natalie's still missing or whatever. Contact your, I don't know, get it tested for, I don't know. It looks like something important. Then you read it, it's like non-alcoholic options. And this whole post was about how terrible it was that this lady went to a wedding, and when she got up to the bar, the guy didn't have much to offer. He asked for her, you know, well, there's juice and water in the cooler, and, well, I don't want to drink from the kids' cooler. Basically, it's a Karen. Basically, it was a story about a Karen not getting what she wanted and feeling like everyone else is drinking and I don't have a drink. And if I don't want to just drink a juice or a water, I don't want to just drink a soda. I want a fancy mocktail that looks like a cocktail. That was the whole thing, right? And there's this sign, and it's like she's supposed... Yeah, I don't know. It's like something that people, I guess, are worried about? I don't know. And so I just thought it was funny. I thought, like, oh, is this I didn't honestly know if it's serious or not. I honestly didn't. I didn't know if this was a joke. This was kind of like poking fun at herself, like, oh, I'm always doing important stuff, and here's one of something really not that important, but, you know, I kind of care about it. So anyway, then she, you know, kind of came back, well, I guess she was serious, which I didn't really know at first. But I still tested the water. So I'm an asshole. And, yeah, so... Okay, now right here, this line is going to connect... So here's that little line, right, that we drew. This is two little spots. The bottom of the chin, that's going to go across there. Okay, and this is going to all be blue in here, okay? That's the one spot. You got to kind of... You probably had it drawn in, but we probably painted over that drawn in part, so that's that one spot you might want to go back and look at. Okay, so anyway. It was just a funny post, I thought. She was serious. She was like, look, she goes, Joel, you don't know. If you haven't tried to be sober, then you don't know what it's like. So, obviously, just the first thing she does is completely discredit my opinion, which is standard in, you know, internet arguing. Just, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right? Which I don't, a lot of times. I'm not going to falter on that. But it's just standard internet argument. And one of my other friends got in there and he started arguing, or, you know, kind of arguing. Well, we argue in, we're pretty, we both like arguing. It's nothing personal. But he quit drinking, right? And so he's, was talking about how much it sucks to just have like a Diet Coke and people are like, why aren't you drinking? And harassing him. And, well, I do agree. Like, yeah, it'd be great if you just had like an imaginary beer that looked like all the other beers, or a drink that looked like a drink. Sure, maybe a couple people would ask you a question, but at the end of the day, you're a sober person with a bunch of drunk people. That's just gonna be how it is, you know. You're sober on drunk people. There's no way to fix that with drinks. No matter what, you're gonna be dealing with that. Isn't what I said to him, but I was just like, you know, I'm just not gonna. I just no way you're gonna make me take this seriously. Okay, now I'm gonna add some more red in my orange mixture. Anyway, point is just first world problems, right? Like, this is something that we're arguing about. Okay, I'm gonna take some dark reddish orange and kind of put this in here. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like a big deal. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be as bad to have those drink options or anything. It was just funny the way it was framed on Facebook, like it was this important thing. Which I'm sure it's important to some people. I'm not diminishing that. I'm just saying. I just didn't know if it was a joke. It just, to all the problems in the world right now, I honestly thought it was a joke. I honestly thought that. Because there's so many crazier things going on right now. Like, I'm supposed to worry about some Karen not getting an alcoholic drink that she wants. And it's not that she couldn't get a drink. Like, she could get a soda or a juice or Coke. All the things that the bartender's using to mix up these alcoholic drinks. She could just ask if she likes a mocktail. Like, I like a little lime juice and some soda water and some cranberry, you know? Whatever. She could just tell the bartender that and he would make it. But she wants it to already be a thing where she doesn't have to do any work and it's just there for her, right? And I just refuse to be like, yeah, this is a real problem. We need to focus energy on this. We don't. I'm sorry, but we don't. In a perfect world, every place would have everything that you want to drink at all times. But, this isn't a perfect world, so. Speaking of perfect worlds, hey, what's the meaning? Oh, wait, you know what? I'm kind of just adding some dark colors around. Let's put a little, we should probably put a little underneath the eye. Maybe something like that. That's probably a good spot for some dark color. Speaking of, you know, not a perfect world, today's trivia question is, what is the meaning of life? Okay, is it inner peace? Is it being correct in all of your internet fights? You know, is it, I don't know what I'm talking about. Is it to look hot? Is it what even is life, bro? Is it happiness? Is it Bitcoin? Might be Bitcoin. Anyway, that was my little rant on that post. I just thought it was funny. My friend, if you're out there, I love you. I don't care. I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna take that seriously. Sorry. It's like I go out and don't drink, and I just get whatever. And yeah, people ask me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not drinking. Shut up. Who cares? Like, who cares what other people think? Like, so many things are just about, I want to fit in, or I just want people to leave me alone. It's like, guess what? People aren't just gonna leave you alone. You're in this world too. Like, you do have to toughen up a little bit at some point. Like, something like that is just, you're not gonna, basically, all I'm saying is like, gonna kind of, I don't know. People aren't gonna take you seriously all the time if that's what you're complaining about. It's just not. Like, that's why they're gonna be like, yeah, it's the same person that was like, whining about this. Like, now you're whining about POW camps. What do I even believe anymore, you know? All I'm saying is, you know, maybe pick and choose your battles there. Is that really worth your energy? But also, you know, Facebook's your page. You can post whatever you want, so I'm just a big old fat butthole that says stuff. I'm just a big old fat butthole, basically. Alright, I'm taking some yellow. And let's add some yellow. Ooh, let's add some of this yellowy orange, mostly yeller. Maybe add a little white to it. Let's add some white to it. And I want to add some kind of highlights, okay? Let's put some highlights, okay? Let's put, you know, actually, I'm going to switch to my medium flat brush. I don't even know why I'm still using my big brush. Just a creature of habit. Let's take our small flat brush, and let's go ahead and maybe put a little highlight there, a little highlight there. This is also to separate the front of the head from the ear. Oh, shit. Philip, what are you doing? My cat's being crazy right now. Philip, what are you doing? Alright, I'll leave you alone. Okay, so maybe highlights like there, maybe some like here. kind of the top of that nose, that snout, where the light's hitting it. Okay, maybe we'll add some more yellows later, but while it's wet, we can add a little yellow in some areas, maybe some in there. I'd be real loose with this first part, because this is your first part. I would be real loose with it. Not totally. Okay, that's where top part of that tail is. Okay. Maybe a little light color here where that shoulder is. What's really been affecting me in the last couple days is Overwatch 2. Overwatch is like my only game I play, really. That and StarCraft, and I don't ever play StarCraft anymore, but I used to back in the day. I played the original StarCraft, it's like what I grew up on. I'm 1,000 years old. And the second one came out, and at the time I didn't really have a good computer. Anyway, eventually I got StarCraft 2, but by that time I was kind of like, just kind of like, man, I miss original StarCraft. No one plays anymore, obviously, so... Well, now it's happening with Overwatch, and Overwatch 2's out, and it's like really not any different except that the fucking servers don't work. So you sit there, okay, we'll blow dry this, take a shot. Basically, Overwatch 2 came out, and you sit there forever waiting to log in. It literally says, in queue, 40,000 people in front of you. Is literally what it says. And that number goes down over time, but it usually takes like a good 30 minutes. And then you get in and it's like, login failed. And then you get in there and it's like, disconnected, sorry. You gotta start over. So that's what's happening all day yesterday. Today I played a little bit in the morning. Anyway, point is, I'm gonna try to play some after my stream, and I'll stream it, but I just don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be still just shit. I gotta wait like 20 minutes to play, but it's been pretty lame. Pretty lame. If I do say so myself, pretty lame. Okay, so so today is all those things day, right? Teachers, Coffee with a Cop, Rhode Island, Walk to School, Pumpkin Seed, Apple Betty, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but there's AI art generators, and I've been kind of starting to get into those a little bit because they're pretty interesting to me. And so I entered all the things in for today, and this is the painting I got. So there's, this is National October 5th, National World Teachers Day, Walk to School Day, Pumpkin Seed Day, Coffee with a Cop Day, Apple Betty, Do Something Nice, Get Funky Day, Rhode Island Day, all into one piece of art. This kind of reminds me of Cezanne. Kind of like a little Cezanne painting. I actually like this. I'm surprised it's not more disturbing, because the ones I did last week were super disturbing. But this is an AI-generated painting of all of the things for October 5th, National October 5th Day, right? Okay, good enough. Let's take a shot. We dried it. Cheers. There's a nice little lady and like the oranges, or I guess those are pumpkins probably. Kind of look like little oranges or apples. And it's got some nice, like those colors remind me of Cezanne a little bit. And the way they're the way the way it's painted reminds me of Cezanne. It's kind of, Cezanne had some somewhat, what was Picasso, not minimalist, Cubism. A little bit of that Cubist kind of broken up, fragmented kind of look to some things, and kind of broken down into big shapes. That was kind of Cezanne. But the colors remind me of Cezanne a lot. They took this AI took a lot from Saison. Okay, this is an Apple Betty, okay? Named after Apple Betty, who went around just like Johnny Appleseed and planted Apple Betties in the ground everywhere to grow Apple Betty trees. And then this is a child walking to school because today is National Walk to School Day. She looks terrified. I don't know who took this photo, but she looks like, who the fuck's taking a picture of me? Who the fuck are you, you know? Doesn't she look kind of like, hey, what the hell? Are you taking a picture of me? This is a picture of a person walking to school right before they got kidnapped. Hopefully not. No, that's a joke? Is that a joke? It's not a joke, it's just terrible. Is that a joke or is it just terrible? Did I add a shot? I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and take one. Just to be safe, this will be the 6th shot for sure. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ooh, 6 shots. Okay, what am I doing? I'm painting a fox. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a gray, and we're gonna add a little bit of blue to it. Okay. All right, let's start with the blue. Let's start with the darker blues first, okay? Because that's mostly blue, a little bit of gray. All right, blue. Ba-boom. A bit of black, a little white. That's how you make bluish gray, my friends. Okay, let's take our big brush. Now it's had mostly orange in it. Now you want to really wash this out because blue and orange don't make the best color. However, this blue color is the darker color. It can be a little more neutral. Orange and blue make a neutral color, so it's okay. Let's start in with that blue paint. Ooh, yeah. Blue paint. Let's get some white, some black. Now we got a little bit of gray here. Bluish gray. Now, let's look at this color. We want it to be much darker, so let's add a lot more black and a lot more blue in here. Let's kind of stir that up, see what happens. I just add a little bit at a time. You can always add more. That's about where we want it, right? Just kind of play with that color. You kind of put your colors in. You can kind of start leaning towards one area or another, and start grabbing little bits at a time, mixing up your color. Okay, now while we have this color, let's go ahead and fill in our shit. You know what? Let's take for these spots, I would use my small flat brush. Why we insecure, cause we look at other people then get unsure. Meditate on it, I can chill that noise. Take a look around and I'm still that boy. Let's fill in the ears. When I get ignored, steady elevating and they get annoyed. On a rocket ship, can't see me soar when you see me soar. Yeah. Strangest thing is, I'm the strangest thing here. They thinking they close, but it ain't as it appears. I love being me and my girlfriend started season 2 of F-Boy Island, and it's interesting. I don't know, first season was, feels like it was better. It's hard when you get to know all these people, then there's another next season that's all different people, and you're like, they're not as good as the last people. That's kind of how I feel. And my feelings are valid. Okay, let's put a little there. Philip, what's up? You back? You back, Philip? Now, on the here, I'm just going to outline the front part of this here. We can put a little in front of that to cover that up, so it's not the end of the world, but I do want to... Okay, let's put a little of the dark blues, grayish blue here. Strangest thing is, the strangest thing here. They thinking they close, but it ain't as it appears. I love being me, cause nothing like my peers. I'm the coolest thus far from the things that they fear, and I'm be myself and nobody else. I'ma be myself. I'ma be myself and nobody else. Okay. What is it, Philip? What is it, Philip? The cat likes to meow for attention. Okay, so we're painting those parts in, that dark bluish gray. Okay, let's paint this tail the same way. Here we go. At some point I'm gonna have to actually like exert effort and try to make these edges solid. So let's just drag that nice and straight through. Let's drag that. Anybody out there? Is anybody at all? I'm lonely. Hello? 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 Is anybody there? Okay, so we got the dark blue spots. We'll come back to this color too later, but main thing I want to do is let's go ahead and put in our light bluish gray. Now, all this color I mixed up, I want to take this huge blob of white and get that. Okay, let's add a ton of white. If you took a brush filled with this, which is what I had on this brush, and add it to a huge blob of white, that might be enough to lighten it up, but what I would do if I were you is start with just white, and add just a little scoop of that to your white spot, and then that'd be the right color. Okay, let's fill this in. Now let's get this in nice and solid. Now again, we want to make sure this is really light. So let's get that white color all mixed up, all filled in my brush. Oh, that's thick. Oh, that's thick. Now I'm going to fill in my big sections. I'm going to switch to my small brush in a second. Well, let's get this in while I got my big brush out anyway. It would probably be a lot easier and simpler if you just used your small brush, but I'm a dummy. Why did I use my big brush? I guess it's faster. Okay, let's take my medium, my smaller flat brush, my medium flat brush, and get that mixed in here with all this paint. And let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and fill our painting in, fill this section in here. What is it, Philip? It's crazy. My cat's being crazy right now. Okay, so Philip's going in. Philip has a dead eye. A big old crazy dead eye. We took Philip in. So he was this stray cat at my girlfriend's parents' house, and I'm not gonna say who. Someone was gonna like, better take care of that cat or I'm gonna take care of it for you, you know? Kind of dumb bullshit. And I'm like, well, let's not let this. We both kind of felt bad because it's a really sweet little cat. He just was being a sweet cat. He was just coming up and, you know, saying hi, and apparently that's too much, you know? Can't have that. So we took him hoping. One of the many people that we know that's like, I love cats, I want a cat. And you have this cat, and it's like, yeah, take him? No one. No responses. He also has it, but I think part of it's that he has this eye that's kind of this dead eye. Everybody wants a perfect little cat, right? It's the same thing as like adopting children. Everyone wants a fresh baby. They want a clean, fresh baby, no trauma. Just a baby, clean baby that's never experienced any bad things, and they're just right. And I get it. You're gonna pretend like you had a baby and it's yours, and it's like, oh, it's a fresh baby that's ours, and they'll never know we're not its real parents. You want to live a life of lies. I get it. You want to adopt a child that's a fresh newborn baby because you want to live a life of lies that you don't want them to ever know that, oh, actually, we're not your real parents. And explain that. It's hard to explain things, you know, and we all want to go through life easy. You know, fuck hard shit, you know? Let's do easy stuff all the time. So anyway, kind of same thing with Philip. So no one wants him. He's got a fucked up eye, and he's like a couple years old, probably. So everyone's like, fuck that. He's not a kitten. He's got a fucked up eye? No way. So now we have a cat. I'm allergic to cats, which is why the main reason I didn't want him. I think he's a cool-ass cat. I'm just allergic to him. But it hasn't stopped me from, you know, I'm taking white paint right now, and I'm just kind of putting this in now. I'm thinking about lighter areas, maybe, you know, some of these front areas here, kind of a big front section of the chest. But I got a little thick paint. While it's wet, I can really let her rip. Till tomorrow. Now, while this is wet, this is kind of the coolest time to like really mess with a lot of these colors, but it starts to get out of control at a certain point, and you kind of got to like let it dry, come back later with some other colors. But I am going to go with my lights and my darks real quick. It's still wet, so I can still kind of like play with this wet paint. Anyway, so Philip's got a fucked up eye, which no one wants. Oh no! Okay. This is why you want to really stir your water with your paint, because otherwise you get these drips. Makes life a little harder. Stir your water with your paint before you start painting. But basically, I can start making these kind of little short brush strokes, and that kind of makes it look like fur. I'm just getting thick paint. I'm going back over this until I fill in all those dots. Hey, Philip? Philip, what are you doing? Crazy cat. Philip! Brant, what's he doing? My dog just looks at me like, you're gonna do something about this? He's being crazy in here. I would just recommend just playing with this color, you know, with this paint. Just start throwing it in there, you know, just start making these brush strokes, these little short flick of the wrist brush strokes, make it look like fur. Let's let this dry for a second, you know, because we're getting there, but I haven't taken nearly enough shots, and you know, no one's guessed the trivia question, so fuck me, I guess. Hey, you know what, guys? Happy Apple Betty Day. And cheers, okay? Let's see, what else? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I wanted to make up a joke about GOAT being not the greatest of all time, but the G-est of all time, and it's not even a joke against any group. It's just like funny that you would think GOAT greatest. That's just another G word, really. It's just kind of funny because they'd be like, oh, who's the G-est of all time? Oh, would it be Elton John, or who knows? It'd just be a funny, but I've been warned not to do it, so I'm not doing it. What's another good one for GOAT? Like, greenest of all time? Maybe it could be like, who's Who's a green character? Like, what kind of dinosaur? Or who's the... No one's talking to me. No one's even interacting with me. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Paint a little bit. Have some fun. Make a good painting you like. Well, who's the... There's not a lot of like adjectives with that start with G, is there? What's the greatest? You're the gunkiest? Glamorous? But glamorous isn't a thing. You gotta say most glamorous. But I don't know. Hey, you guys remember Wordle? Remember Wordle? Remember how people are actually like posting, I did this good on Wordle today. It's like, who gives a shit? Hey, here's my Scrabble score today. Who gives a flying fuck what your Wordle... I said that at the time, and now it's funny to think about that anyone ever gave a shit. Okay, I don't care. You play Wordle all you want. Hey, fun times. Play Wordle, fun little game to play on your phone. But to post like it means anything at all is what's funny to me. Because, like, who gives a flying shit what your Wordle score was today? Like, hey, I'm competing with everybody in the world. I feel like people actually thought people were keeping track of that or something. Like, it didn't mean anything. All it meant is that you're a douchebag that bragged about your score that day. I remember 2 or 3 people that posted their Wordle scores, and I'm like, you're a douchebag. That's all I remember from Wordle. I played it, whatever. It's got some words, who cares? Why would you post that, like, look at me? Everybody look at me. Everybody look at me, what my Wordle score is. Is that what I'm doing with painting? I'm not bragging about my painting, I just like painting. Is that what I am? Am I a Wordle score person? Is that all I am in life? I don't think so. Okay, I'm clearly not doing this for attention because I don't give a shit. I mean, I would like some interaction. If anybody's out there watching, please talk to me. I'm feeling so lonely. I need some attention. I guess it's the same. Okay, let's take my dark blue color again. I'm taking this. I'm gonna really try to draw in some of my dark spots. There's one. Let's put one here. And then there.
You don't love me, but let me tell you like this. Yeah, we ain't checking on what's up. Watching all the gossip, and I think I seen enough. Ignoring all these prophets when they don't believe in us. They steady talking, yet it's nothing we can trust. You thought it was a bluff, but I don't really give a fuck.
Every once in a while, you need to just start a new pile, honestly. Your paint gets dried out, you need to just start a new pile here. My paint gets a little too dried out, and I want to just keep using the same pile. At a certain point, you have to abandon ship because it gets so dry. So yeah, I don't know. Wordle was funny. Thought about it this week and I was like, oh yeah. I forgot about that. Cause like, it was one of those things where at the time it seemed like so obvious. It was just a dumb temporary thing. And then you're gonna seriously sit there and be like, hey, look what I did today. It just seems silly to me. Like, why? But, you know, I guess I missed out on the Wordle phase. Whatever. Don't feel bad. Philip, what are you doing, dude? Will you just, like, get off me a little bit? Like, Philip, I can tell that, Philip, you just want attention. Okay, that's all it is. Philip, I can tell you don't mean it. Okay, you just want attention right now. You don't need it, you just want attention, don't you? Philip, come here. Philip. Come on, Philip. Come here. Philip. Come here, Philip. Come here. Okay. Ow, ow, God. Fucking claws. Okay. See that? See, buddy? Look. See that, buddy? He's got this big old gnarly eye. Philip, look, show everybody your gnarly eye. Philip. Okay, see his big old gnarly eye? Philip, come on, look at the camera. Yeah, there it is. You're gonna get that out on Tuesday. Aren't you, Philip? Yeah. And you're gonna get your balls taken off, finally. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I don't want to take your balls off, but kind of have to. Kind of up against, we've got to. We're bad people if we don't take your balls off. If we don't remove your... There's no way an animal can be a good animal without getting its balls removed. Terrible. Aren't these... Are we going to hysterectomize all female cat? Actually, do they do that? I don't even know. Neutering your female cat? Your female pets? Is that a thing? Probably is, isn't it? I don't know. I just feel bad cutting an animal's balls off. It seems so cruel. I would hope no one would cut my balls off just because. Okay, you shouldn't make more. I'd be like, okay, I won't. Just don't cut my balls off. Poor little Philip's gonna be ballless, but he's gonna get that eye out, which he can't see out of anyway. I don't think it really bothers him that much anyway, but I'm taking some more white. I'm gonna put this back in here. Am I even teaching this painting at this point? I'm just kind of painting. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. A little white at the top of the ears. Get a little bit of lighter at the top, you know, a little light at the top of the ears. Oh, a lot that. Okay, so there's that. You know, this kind of looks like Firefox. I'm such an idiot. So stupid. This is like... Oh, I thought it was being so original and stuff, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is the Firefox thing. It's not what I was going for when I made it. Let's take a shot, okay? Today's trivia question, if you want to win a free painting, is what's the meaning of life, okay? Is it, inner peace? Is it being right in internet fights? Is it, keeping up with the Kardashians? Is it, I don't know. What even is life? Is it to look hot? Oh. Okay, okay, so we're just kind of adding some color. We got our... God, now I can think about it as Firefox. Okay, let's take chalk. Let's draw a little eye. Let's put a little line right there, huh? A little line right there. So another line kind of goes up at an angle, and then a straight across line. and then down straight at the front. Okay. All right, and then we can go boink, eye. Maybe make that line a little closer to the front. Right? Eyeball. Look at that. Maybe we'll look to go, hey, here's an ear. Right? Or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll go, hey, there's a line. What about this? There's a line. Hey, let's go. Here's a line here. Hey, whatever. Hey, there's a line. Lines up with these lines. I broke my chalk in half. No one cares. Alright. Let's take black paint. Okay, let's take some black paint, everybody. Let's take our small flat brush, wash it out real good, and we'll get some black paint. And we'll put some black stuff on here, and then we'll put some white stuff, and we'll put some yellow. Actually, before we do that, let's put yellow. Let's take our big old fat flat brush. And let's take yellow paint. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take yellow paint, okay? Yeah, let's do this. Oh shit, okay. Oh look, light color. Oh wow, what? Crazy. Oh no, what am I gonna do now? Oh no, light color. Oh shit. Oh shit, light color. Oh my god. Let's put a little light color there for like a cheek. Right there. Boom. Boom. Let's put some there, and let's put a big chunk there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let me wipe this up off the floor. I don't really write songs, I paint. I paint. Okay, let's take our small flat brush again. And let's go back to some black paint. Okay, now let's get our water stirred in first. Putting off the heat, so seeing my light. Thirst for the wind, they seeing my sprite. Thought they on key till they see my type. Running on my life. I've been running for a while. I've been running through the game. I've been running all the same. Keep it running through my lane. I've been running for a while. Keep 100 on my name while I'm running every season. I just black paint, everybody. Let's go ahead and go. Let's really accent these lines. I'm gonna drag my brush up from the middle, from those dark lines. Just drag it straight up and make it a little darker at the bottom. Dirty South. Dirty. Okay, now I'm gonna outline some lines there. All right, let's do another one there. Now let's draw our eye in. Straight line across the bottom. Angled line. Straight line. Straight line down. In one of these days. Now, in here, boink. And boink. Okay. Fill that in. I've been holding back this secret from you. Probably shouldn't tell you, but if I let you know, you can't tell no, but okay, let's outline the front, boom. Maybe we'll go boom, and then boom. Now let's want to make ourselves a little, take your brush, wide side. Should be just wide enough to make this mark. Fill in a little empty spot. There you go, there's our nose, okay? There's our little Foxy nose, okay? Now I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna put my brush straight to my canvas. Don't lean it, just hold it straight to it. I'm gonna start here. Might push in a little bit harder on the front point and then just lift off. Same point. If you tell the world, you know that we'll be weak. Oh boy, I've been trusting you with my heart and my soul. Probably wouldn't tell it, cause if I Let's do a line that goes boink like that. Boom! Look, there's that. Yeah, let's go a little bit there. Maybe we'll go, wow. We'll start really outlining some of these spots that are darker. We want a hard edge on. Really need somebody.
Yeah, baby girl. Better
Known as Aaliyah.
She's perching on a tree, and she can always see ya. She's soaring, she's a hawk, a flying bird of prey. She's got her eyes on handmade moments, and she's swooping down their way. Yeah, she gets what she wants. She will always
I like to add water in. Really get it in the paint. Make it a little more ink-like. Let's do one here like that. Ooh, that shows that edge of that little tail. Ooh, there's another one. Right now I'm 99. Let's put a line there. Boom. There's the bottom of the tail. Let's make a thin line, as thin as we can. Boom. Boom, shakalaka. I would put one here. Kaboom. Pretty pink, pretty pink. I think that's most of it. That's most of it. It's still a cool looking painting. Not done yet. We'll add some whites in and make it a little bit fancier. Alright, let's take a shot. And, hey, you know what, everybody? I'm having a great time. Hey, you guys remember 2020 when, like, we're all locked inside? It was crazy. I want to go back to that. I loved that. I didn't do shit. That year was great for me. Just sat at home, drew unemployment, and got my life together, saved up some money, paid off a lot of debt, didn't spread the COVID virus, and what a great year. I hate to say that, I know some people struggled that year, so it makes me feel bad, but I live in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Not that anyone cares or asks, but I remember Scarlet Letters were the drink of 2022. Cheers to Scarlet Letters, the drink of 2022. Okay, I think we're almost there, okay? Let's go ahead and finish her up. What I'm gonna do is really wash our brushes out. Let's get a fresh plate. Excuse me. Let's get a fresh plate of white paint. Okay? Fresh plate with white paint. Fresh plate, white paint. Dink, the dink. Fresh plate, white paint. Dink. This should be is this a Blink-182 song I'm thinking of? Fresh plate, white paint, soup date. No, I never do it for the paint. Is that a Blink-182 song? I think so. Hey, you know what? Let's take fresh paint, fresh plate, white paint. Here we go. White paint. Stir your water in. Make sure your brush is nice and clean. Get your water mixed in. Now let's add some white. Let's add some of my white. Okay, let's add some there. Boom, boom, ooh. Ooh, that's an important highlight. Maybe we'll put a little highlight up there. Oh, whoa, important highlight. Maybe some of this. Oh, yikes. Rooney. Maybe we'll put a little highlight on there. Maybe we'll put a little highlight there. Who knows, right? But we definitely want to put maybe a little highlight up here. Maybe top of the nose. Any highlighty spots, put some highlighties on, okay? Okay, now what we'll do is take our plastic tip, flip it around. Plastic tip your brush and just go boink. Let's add one mo. There we go. Cut those little white circles in there, looks like highlights on the eye. Let's take some yellow. Let's shit. Okay. Let's take light yellow and let's maybe add a little bit more highlights. Boom, boom. Oh, what's up? Oh, huh? Oh, my light yellow? Oh, hello, light yellow. It's me, light yellow. Let me put a little there. Let's put some there.
I'm looking.
Pass them out.
I'm looking.
This is strong looking fox. Alright, let's take our little baby brush, mix it with our light yellow, and let's sign our painting so we feel like a fancy motherfucking artist. Oh shit, let's paint our bottom edge. Let me take my big flat brush. Gonna mix in with my gray. Let's mix ourselves up a new gray, because my gray's totes dry. Gotta mix up a new one. Let's paint our bottom edge. Okay, this is the last step of the painting. Sorry that last half of the painting you just gonna have to figure out for yourself, but you know, whatever, you got it. Okay, there's our painting. Hey, look at that. Congratulations to me, I made a painting today. And I feel great about it. Hey, thank you everybody for watching. Today's trivia question was, what was our trivia question? What's the meaning of life? Is it A, inner peace? B, smoke weed every day? C, to be correct in internet arguments? Okay? D, I don't know what I'm talking about. E, happiness. F, Bitcoin. B, what even is life, bro? Or H, to look hot. So the correct answer of all those, you got Bitcoin's pretty close up there at the top, but the correct answer is to look hot. H, to look hot. So that's what I've strived for my whole life, is to look hot, and I encourage everyone in life to only focus on looking hot. That is the only meaning in life. So, with that, no one's right. No one guessed. If anyone wants a painting, I'll give you one, okay? Jake Dorifus J. Beefus, you want a free painting? I got you. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna stream Overwatch in a minute, so bye.